Praise be to Jesus. Thursday afternoon again, August 16th. Pope names new Vatican bishop who claims Jesus did not establish rules. Okay. Pope Francis has consecrated as a bishop a Portuguese priest who claims that Jesus didn't establish rules and who promotes the theology of a dissenting nun who defends the legalization of abortion and homosexual marriage. Jose Tolentino Mendonça, a priest and poet who was the vice rector, Catholic University of Lisbon, will now be heading the Vatican secret archives for Pope Francis, a post he will assume in September of this year. The Holy Father expects of me that I will continue to be an instrument of dialogue and of rapprochement between the church and the culture, Mendonça told the Portuguese news service SAPO 24. That is what I will do, apart from the Apostolic Library, undoubtedly placing my talents and my way of doing things at the service of the church. And writing is a form of communication I will continue to bet on as the place of representation, of communication of Jesus in the world of today. Asked by SAP 024 if he was open to the Pope's reforms, Mendonça answered that his appointment certainly is to place me in close proximity with his message, with his program for the church of our time. The church of our time, there is a very fundamental error, I believe, to think that the church of our time is somehow different than the church of the last 2,000 years. This whole concept of the changing church. Tolentino Mendonça is yet another theologian associate with Pope Francis who has close ties with homosexual advocacy. Mendonça has associated himself closely with Teresa Forcades, a Spanish nun who has become famous for claiming that homosexual marriage should be legal and that abortion should be permitted as part of a right of self-determination. Boy. Well, if you want to read any more of this, take a look. They always say, if you really want to know what a person's about, watch what the person does. Just, pretty much forget about what they say until what they say backs up what they do, and then you can start relying on what a person says. You can begin to trust what they say is what they do. But this particular pope, says one thing to one group, something else to somebody else. Then he does something else or whatever. No wonder why people are confused, or at least some people are confused. Anyway, if you want to read more about all this, there's quite a bit more to read if you want to do that. Well, the link's in the description box. Let's move on here.